All right, everybody, day 9 math, part 3. Here we go. Dr. Berry sees 3 patients every hour. If she works 8 hours, how many patients does she see? So here's what we know. We know that she sees 3 patients every hour, which is a nice way of saying each hour. And she works for 8 hours. How many patients does she see? So what kind of a problem is this? Well, because every hour is like saying each hour, we know that this is going to end up being a multiplication equation, which requires a math mountain, where we put the total at the top, the groups in the circle, and the number in each group in the square. So then where do the 3 patients every hour go? Well, if every hour is a fancy way of saying each, then the 3 patients every hour needs to be in the square. 3 patients each hour. The 8 hours that she's going to be working are my groups. That belongs in my group section. Now you're going to take those 2 numbers and you're going to find out how many patients does she see in that length of time. So we're going to say that she sees 3 patients each hour for 8 hours. How many patients will that be? And you have some choices here. You can either do 3 eighths or you can do 8 threes. And I left this workspace open and made my math mountain over here in case anybody needs to add up 3 eighths or 8 threes. So you have 3 eighths, 8 plus 8 plus 8, or you can do 8 threes. 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. I'm pretty sure that's 7 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One more. And you can do it that way, whichever works best for you. 8 threes or 3 eighths, you choose. And go ahead and solve that math problem. Number 7, the Johnson twins and the Clayton twins went to the fair. Each child rode 5 rides. What is the total number of times all 4 children went on a ride? So let's look at our information. We know that we have 2 sets of twins. We've got the Johnson twins. We have the Clayton twins. Twins come in pairs. So if we've got the Johnson twins and the Clayton twins, that's 4 children right there. Each one of these green highlighted facts, they are related to each other. So I'm not looking at the Johnson twins, which is 2 kids, the Clayton twins, which is 2 kids, and then an extra 4. The story is telling me that the Johnson twins and the Clayton twins are 4 kids. So don't treat this 4 as an extra number in the problem, because it isn't. The Johnson twins are 2 kids, the Clayton twins are 2 kids, and together they make 4 kids. Right? So there's 4 children. That's the first number we're dealing with. And the second number we're dealing with is that each child rode 5 rides. So we have 4 children, and each child rode 5 rides. Because of the each, we know that we are dealing with a math mountain again, because multiplication facts, we use math mountains, remember, in class most often. The triangle is my total, the circle is my number of groups, and the square is my number in each group. Each child rode 5 rides. So I'm going to go ahead and put the 5 in my square because each child rode 5 rides. I have 4 groups or 4 children. Now I just need to find out how many rides they rode all together, which is going to give me a multiplication sentence. 4 kids, and they each rode 5 rides. what's the answer. And you're going to do that one on your own. Again, you can either count by 4 5 times, or you can count by 5 4 times. I'll let you choose, and you can put your work over here. Unless, of course, you know the answer already, which I hope you do. Mathematical practice number 8, identify structure. Vince drinks 4 large glasses of water each day. How many glasses of water does Vince drink in 7 days? Analyzing structure or identifying structure is just trying to figure out, are we dealing with a multiplication, division? What kind of problem are we dealing with here? We know that Vince drinks 4 large glasses of water each day. And we know that he is going to be drinking those water glasses for the length of 7 days. So, because I see that each, I know that I am yet again doing a multiplication math mountain. So we're going to go ahead and set that one up as well. Math mountain, total at the top, which is what we're trying to find. The groups are the number of days that he's drinking, and the in each day is how many cups is he drinking in each day. I know that he's drinking 4 glasses each day. There are 7 days that he will be doing this, and now you need to find the total. So our multiplication sentence, 7 days. There we go. And each day he's drinking 4 glasses of water. How many does he drink in all? And again, you've got 2 choices here. 7 4s or 4 7s. Use your workspace to figure that out. Vocabulary check asks us to use known fact and decompose in these sentences. Decompose is not a word that we used in class very often. The reason we didn't use decompose in class very often is because I had a different word that I used, and it was distributive property. When we're doing distributive property, and you know how we break a number down, that's decomposing, right? So let's look at these sentences. One way to blank the number 8 is to write it as 4 plus 4. I'm taking the number 8 and I am breaking it down. And when you break down a number into its parts, and it doesn't always have to be doubles, I could have broken it down into 5 and 3, or 1 and 7, or 2 and 6. It doesn't matter. If you're breaking a number down into smaller parts, you are decomposing. So the word we want for this sentence is decompose. One way to decompose the number 8 is to write it as 4 plus 4, which means known fact is probably going to be here. A fact that you have memorized is a known fact. And I am hoping that everybody out there has all of the 5s memorized. So we could say that the 5s are all known facts for you. I'm hoping that is true. And if you have forgotten your 5s, study them. Make sure you know your math facts. All right, so the day 9 math page is finally done after 3 videos. Hopefully that answered your questions. And again, remember, you can post questions in Google if you have any. Talk to you later.